What's up, everybody? This is Brian Pfeiffer, marketingmeathead.com, and today I'm going to teach you how Google Ads work. All right, welcome back. So if you are familiar with the internet, and I'm sure you are as you're watching this this program here, the monsters of the Midway, I guess, for lack of a better word, is Google, Facebook, and Amazon as far as traffic goes. So if you're going to become a digital marketer in 2020 and beyond, you really need to master the platforms Facebook, Google, and maybe Amazon if you're into selling physical products and whatnot. I've dabbled in all three. I'm pretty good at Facebook. I've dabbled in Amazon because I had 4 products at one time up on the platform doing PPC, and then now I have Google Ads. A lot of AdWords running. I've been running AdWords for a long time, but I never really got into it like I'm going to get into it this time. And what I'm going to do is kind of document my journey and show you guys like basically everything I learn. I'm like gobbling up information, everything I can find. I've bought some courses. I've got some free courses, and I'm really learning a lot. So I kind of want to make a nice series. I'm actually going to turn this into a nice blog/video post. And this is going to be the first video in a series of videos. So if you already kind of know how Google Ads work, well then this video might not be for you. But if you could like the video and maybe just watch it till the end, or at least let it run till the end, so I can get some love on this first video in this series, and then I promise you it's going to get a lot better from here. Okay, so let's talk about how Google Ads work, and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and bang that notifications bell. All right, Google Ads, it's pretty simple. Everybody knows that Google is a search engine. Okay, so when somebody goes to Google, okay, there's going to be a customer, and then there's going to be an advertiser trying to basically bid on that position on the on Google. Okay, so the customer goes ahead and they search into Google, whatever the term may be. In Las Vegas, some people search for bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, Vegas VIP services, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff my services business does. Okay, so everybody knows like you can go onto Google nowadays. Somebody came up with a term called the GIN term I heard before, where it's Google it now. Okay, you can just Google anything, and generally you can find your answers pretty easily by just Googling it. I Google stuff all the time, and I'm a pretty experienced marketer, and I own my own business for 20 years, and I still have to Google stuff all the time. Okay, so the way Google works, okay, is when you set up an ad, like on the back end on the advertiser platform as an advertiser, you can set up different words, okay, that you want people to find. So there's basically 4 different ways you can put words in, and one would be like an exact match. So say someone was searching for a bachelor party in Las Vegas. Well, I could have that in brackets in the ad platform, and that's going to be an exact match keyword. Okay. Now I could also have that set up as for this example, I'm using VIP services. So you can also have it as a phrase match. So if I had VIP services, Las Vegas, okay, that would be considered like a phrase match because it's part of the phrase. Okay, it doesn't match exactly, okay, but it matches, it matches the phrase. Okay, so if you wanted to target like a certain city, the exact match, you'd probably want to add that city, okay, or at least the city in the phrase match. And that way you'll get the people that are looking for your services in that city. Like if I were to target Las Vegas, if I was trying to target Las Vegas and I just put in VIP services, that would encompass everybody around the world or wherever country you're targeting, and you're going to get a lot of stuff that you don't want. It's not targeted to your thing. So you'd want to put in like Vegas VIP services or VIP services Las Vegas as an exact match or a phrase match. And that's going to start really getting the traffic that you want. I'm going to show you guys some examples in my ad account here in a minute. And then, of course, there's like your broad match keywords. And then there's a modified broad match keyword. Basically, the broad match is just anything that like resembles your keywords is going to come your way. Potentially, you're going to serve ads for, and you're probably going to get a lot of stuff you don't want, and you're going to burn through your budget pretty quick. Modified broad match narrows it down a little bit. You can put a plus in front of the actual keywords, and then if somebody searches with the the plus, the VIP example, or in the plus services example in this slide here, then if it has those 2 terms in it, you could potentially get your ad served to that, okay? Now, there's some other factors that go into just the keywords, but the keywords is something to understand. I'm going to put a link below to a, I believe it was WordStream. They put a good article about all these, the exact phrase and broad and modified broad. That way you can go ahead and read that. I didn't write up the blog post, but I'll put a link to the one that I read about to really clarify what these all are. It's a good blog post, so it's worth the read. All right, let's go on. So the next thing that comes into play is obviously you got your keyword and then you got your ad rank, okay? That Google's ad rank is basically an algorithmic programming that determines how good your ad is versus the other people that are advertising in the ad auction. Okay, so at all times, at all hours of the day, when Google's in operation, provided their servers are up, there basically is auctions going on for every keyword out there. Okay, so your keyword quality score is based on three factors: the ad relevance, the expected click-through rate, and the landing page experience, okay? So basically, there's a lot of factors that go into the ad rank, and nobody knows exactly the combination of the formula that makes it work, but we know there's a few things that we can kind of control, and a lot of those things have to do with like your landing page experience and then your ad relevance based to the keyword, okay? That's like a lot of stuff that you guys can control. And I'm going to show you guys some of the samples of some campaigns I'm working on right now that's going to give you some really good examples, okay? So let's talk about Google's definition of ad rank so you can really understand what this is, and then I'm going to kind of give you my quicker, easy to remember definition. Ad rank is a value that's used to determine your ad position, where your ads are shown on a page relative to the other ads, and whether your ads will show it or whether your ads will show at all. Ad rank is calculated using your bid amount, your auction time, ad quality, including expected click-through rate, ad relevance, and your landing page experience. The ad rank thresholds, the competitiveness of the auction, the context of the person's search, for example, the person's location, device time, time of search, nature of the search terms, and other ads and search results that's shown on the same page, and other signals and attributes. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into this ad rank, okay, guys? And the expected impact of the extensions and other formats. So I'll show you some extensions and whatnot in a second. When estimating the expected impact of the extensions and ad formats, we consider such factors as relevance, click-through rates, and the prominence of your extensions or your formats on the search results page. So even if your competition has higher bids than yours, you can still win a higher position at a lower price by using relevant keywords and ads, okay? That's a very important statement. Your ad rank is recalculated each time your ad is eligible to appear and competes in the auction, okay? So basically it's just a constant algorithm updates, okay? It's like AI doing the work for you behind the scenes. So your ad position can fluctuate each time depending on your competition, the contents of the person's search, your quality at the moment. Okay, so a lot of factors here, guys. So this is kind of my simpler version of the Google Ads rank, maybe a little easier to remember. Your click-through rate historically, very important. And I'm going to show you how mine's not doing so hot and the reasons why mine's not doing so hot and how we're going to try to work to improve that in this series, okay? And the relevance and quality of your ads and landing pages, okay? That's something you can definitely control and you can definitely play around with, provided Google's telling you your landing pages suck, you can make them better. The context of the person's search, the search term, the device, user signal, location. Now, that's not something you have as much control over, okay? Obviously, that's the customer that's going to, feed Google that data. And then the quality and relevancy of your ad extensions, which you have control over, and your bid. You can actually control your bid as well, okay? So this is basically what how Google Ads work, okay? And once you understand this and understand how this thing works, now you got to take this and put this into like an ads manager and start running your campaigns, okay? So let's take a look here. I'm gonna pull up one of my campaigns that's actually not doing so well, okay? So this is a good example because what I'm going to do over the next week or two is I'm going to work to improve this, okay? And I'm going to work to improve some of the factors here that aren't going so hot. The biggest problem I had up until this point, and I've been running this particular campaign for, I don't know, around 6 weeks or 7 weeks. It's been producing some leads, but I've been having a hell of a time with my conversions, okay? I couldn't get the conversions to record right, and I think I finally fixed it tonight after like going for like troubleshooting with Google, talking to some other people, and I finally think I figured it out what it is. And it's actually kind of simple, and it's kind of frustrating that it was so simple. But let me just show you guys this particular issue I was having, and hopefully by seeing this video, you can avoid this issue in the future, okay? So the way I have my ClickFunnels set up, okay, is that I have, basically a two-step funnel, okay? And I'm going to be doing a lot of changes on these funnels, by the way, because my landing page relevance score has been crappy, and I need to make my landing pages more relevant to the keywords and whatnot. So basically, what I have here is a two-step funnel. I have an opt-in and I have a thank you page. Okay, and I'm using the WordPress plugin for ClickFunnels. And the way the WordPress plugin it works, it's very simple. You basically just go in and you can actually put in a you can actually just go into the ClickFunnels thing here, and you have your opt-in, thank you page, and you can just take a look at this, and you'll see how simple it is. It just pulls in the regular page. You're making a regular page for your site, and then you just pick the funnel. Okay, I got a whole bunch of funnels in here. You pick the funnel that you're going to use, and you pick which step. So you have either the two-step funnel, it's either a thank you or a opt-in page, and then you have your custom slug. Okay. And this is where you're going to want to put your keywords, okay? In your slug, you're going to want to put your keywords in there. And here's the biggest issue, okay? In the ClickFunnels two-step funnel, when you're on the first step, which is the opt-in page, and you go to opt-in here, and you click request quote, well, that's going to bring you to the next step, okay? Now, the way I had my tracking set up for conversion to fire is I had my Google Tag Manager, and I had my goal set up in the Google Analytics to fire on the thank you page. Well, when you click on this button here and you don't redirect your submission to the URL, you basically just stay inside your ClickFunnels account. You don't actually go to that actual URL. So what you have to do here is you have to actually go in and you have to set the action. And instead of going to the next step in the funnel, which is this one here, which is the standard default of all the ClickFunnels, you actually have to put in the URL of the thank you page, okay? And you want to open it up in the same window so it looks like a seamless process. But in that case, when you do that and they submit the form, that fires a conversion, and you can send that information back to your Google Ads account, which is huge because now you'll be able to see here, I'm actually, if you go into tools and then settings and then go into, where is it? Oh, I got to open this up a little so you can see. You got to go into right here where it says conversions, okay? It's kind of hard to see with the smaller screen here that I'm working on. All right, so now you'll be able to see I have conversions that are actually firing on a regular basis here, okay? This was over the course of a time, but let's take a look at, let's go to February, and let's just go to today. And you'll see here, I actually have, actually not today, yesterday, because today's like early in the morning here. And you'll see I actually have conversions that are firing, okay? So I actually have conversions that are actually working now, okay? So that was the one thing that I've been stifled by for the longest time is I didn't have that thank you page as a secondary step. You have to tell ClickFunnels to go to that URL, not stay in the ClickFunnel, okay? It's a very important step if you're running ClickFunnels, and it's gonna make a huge difference with your campaigns. So now let's get into the campaign here, and I'm going to show you guys some, my crappy results that I've been getting, and there's a number of reasons why I'm getting crappy results. When I first started this AdWords campaign, I just wanted to get something up, and I got it out, and it is what it is. Now you can go into your columns here. Now I'm inside my campaign, and then I'm in an actual. Let's go into. I'm in the actual campaign level here, okay, and then these are your ad groups. So here's the campaign level. Let's go into that. And you can go into the columns, and you can actually modify your columns, and you want to make sure you put in your some things here so that you basically can see what you're like actually your Google's rating you. Okay, so you want to go in and you want to put in your performance. Obviously, you're going to have your cost, your clicks, your impressions, your CTR. That kind of stuff's important. But the next one is the conversions. Okay. You want to make sure that your conversions are being tracked, okay? And then you also want to put in your quality score. That's the next most important thing. You want to make sure you know your quality score. You want to make sure your expected click-through rate, your landing page experience, and your ad relevance are also showing as well on your columns, okay? So let's go back, and all we're going to do is apply. I didn't really change anything. But you can see here when you have this column set up, you have your quality score, and then this is where you need to improve. Okay, this is where I need to improve. So this is going to be the experiment in this series. Okay, you're going to see I only have a couple here that I would consider acceptable. 7 out of 10 is acceptable. 7 to 10 is like pretty good. Okay, you're up there above average. You're average pretty much, and you're going to get the way it works is you're going to get good placements in the ad auction as far as where you're placed on Google in the top 5 positions or whatever. And then you're also going to pay less for your traffic. Okay, so over time, when I'm maybe I'm only spending $10 a day on this particular campaign, but the combination of all my campaigns, I'm at about $60 a day. But over time, if you do the math and you're at $60 a day, that's $1,800 a month roughly. Okay, so say I'm spending $60 times 30, that's $1,800 times 12. I'm spending $21,000 this year. Okay, on AdWords. Okay, that's a lot of money. And if I can go ahead and spend the time now and improve my quality score and improve my landing page and my ads and my click-through rate, that's going to make a huge difference in the amount of leads I drive my business over the course of a year. Now, I looked at my competition here in Las Vegas, and I saw that pretty much nobody has really gone to the next level. Okay, so my plan is, and I'm already doing this with my team, is we're going to make like landing pages and better ads and better landing pages for every single keyword that's getting a lot of traffic, and we're going to run specific ad groups to those keywords, and then have specific landing pages to each one. So it's a big project. Over the course of maybe the next couple of weeks, we're going to probably build out about 40 or 50 landing pages, and we're going to give the users a better experience. Okay, the whole goal of Google is to give their users the best possible experience. So if someone Googles bachelorette parties in Las Vegas, then you want to give them an article and some information about bachelorette parties in Las Vegas. Common sense. If somebody Googles bachelorette party ideas in Las Vegas, well, then you're going to want to write an article with some images and maybe some video and bachelorette party ideas in Las Vegas. And you improve the user experience, your ads become very relevant, and then what happens is you're going to get those clicks are going to turn into conversions because you're giving people what they're searching for. And that's the whole idea here. Okay, so if you can understand that's really the main thing you need to understand. When I first started this project, basically all I did was just make a landing page for each business, and I have like a video which is pretty decent, which I put some time into, and then my sign up form here. Well, that really didn't get me that far because I'm only getting about maybe like 10 or 12% click through rate. I'll show you here in a second. So, which is not good, and the reason why it's not good is because I'm not giving people what they're really looking for. Okay, and that's the problem. Okay, so if you take a look at my my stats here, let's go back for like a 1 month here. So I'm at like an 8.8% conversion rate, which is not very good. Okay, I would think that running search ads, I would get somewhere around like 20 or 30% at least on the conversion rate. Well, then I really started thinking about it, and I'm not really giving people what they want. Okay, so I need to put together like nice landing pages and articles and stuff, so people are going to the pages, getting what they want in those actual videos or in the actual landing pages, and they're gonna like be more likely to convert. Okay, they'll go scroll through the thing, they'll read about it. Oh, this guy's really helpful. This company's really helpful. I'm gonna give my opportunity to do business with them. Okay, so that's basically how it works. You want to go in and just look at your columns. You want to look at your quality score, and then you want to look at obviously which ones are. This is only for 1 day, but if we go back like up to 30 days here, you're gonna start seeing some patterns, kind of which particular terms are getting the most clicks and whatnot. So obviously Vegas VIP is a big one. Vegas VIP services is a big one, and this is the last 30 days here. So some of these are only getting a few clicks, a few impressions, and you want to improve the CTR. Okay, so if you can get this CTR, your ads you got to make your ads more relevant to that exact keyword. So I'm going to write ads that are a little bit better than what I've done so far. And you're going to do some what's called site link extensions, and you can actually put relevant site link extensions based on what they're searching. Okay, and I'm going to shoot videos on all this as I go along and kind of show you guys what I'm doing, and then hopefully in a number of weeks, now that my conversions are firing, and once I improve all my landing pages, my ads, and hopefully my click-through rate's going to go up, and my conversions are going to go up, and Google's going to be able to talk to my my analytics now, things are going to start to really improve for me on here, and I should start seeing a lot more leads. So hopefully you guys got something out of today. I wanted to really kind of dive into this, show you, where I'm at with this Google AdWords campaign, where I need to go and what I need to do. And I'm going to take this series all the way to the bank, hopefully. And make sure you like this video if you like the content. I'm Pfeiffer, the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.